Ever wonder what lurks behind the smirk of our favorite action hero, Bruce Willis? The man who defied gravity and death tolls on screen. But today, we'll peel back the layers and reveal the untold struggles that shaped his life and his recent tragedy. Bruce Willis, a name synonymous with action. From blasting bad guys in Die Hard to delivering quotable lines in Pulp Fiction, he was a box office powerhouse. But behind the tough guy persona lies a story far more complex than any movie script. Today we delve into the life of Bruce Willis, a tale of triumph, resilience, and the unexpected turns that can define even the biggest legends. So grab some popcorn, settle in, and get ready to discover the man behind the myth. Chapter 1. Tough Childhood. Bruce Willis wasn't always the action hero with the quick wit. His early years were more like a fumbled script, filled with frustration. Around the age of 6, a stutter showed up, making even simple conversations a challenge. Imagine trying to order pizza and getting stuck for 3 minutes just on the word pepperoni. That was Bruce's reality. No wonder bullies turned him into target practice. School became a battlefield and Bruce felt trapped by his own voice. But then something unexpected happened. Acting class turned into a secret weapon. Stepping onto the stage and becoming someone else unlocked a fluency he never knew he had. The stutter vanished, replaced by the confidence of a new actor. It was like magic. This wasn't just a personal victory. It was a turning point. Years later, Bruce would use his voice, the one he fought so hard to find, to advocate for others struggling with stuttering. Chapter 2. Alcohol Abuse. Before Bruce Willis became a household name with Die Hard, he had a brush with fame of a different kind. In 1986, he landed a lucrative endorsement deal with Seagram's wine coolers. This was back when he was best known for his role on Moonlighting, and the action hero persona was still on the horizon. The commercials, which reportedly earned him a cool $5 to $7 million, even featured Willis belting out some tunes, a side of him we rarely see these days. But things took a turn when Bruce was arrested for DUI. The Seagram's deal went sour, and some reports say he was fired after seeking treatment for alcohol abuse. Others suggest he left on his own terms, determined to get sober and join Alcoholics Anonymous. This wasn't his only early run-in with the law. Neighbors once called the police on a noisy party at his house, leading to an arrest for battery on an officer. Thankfully, those charges were dropped after a simple apology. These incidents, though bumps in the road, offer a glimpse into a younger Bruce Willis, a man still finding his footprint on the path to superstardom. Chapter 3. His divorce. Bruce Willis and Demi Moore's love story was like a Hollywood montage. Intense, fast-paced, and undeniably exciting. They met, fell head over heels, and raced down the aisle all within 4 months in 1987. Their whirlwind romance even included a baby on the way, their daughter, Rumor, before they'd even settled into married life. While the passion burned bright, it turned out rushing into happily ever after can be a recipe for disaster. As Demi Moore reflected in her memoir, The Whirlwind quickly turned into a full-blown family, leaving them barely any time to get to know each other. They realized perhaps a little too late that their initial connection might have been more about starting a family than building a lasting partnership. In the end, the fairy tale, fast-forwarded, couldn't hold. By 1998, Bruce Willis and Demi Moore announced their separation. Their divorce was finalized 2 years later in 2000, but despite their split, there was always love there. In an interview, Bruce said, "I still love Demi." Chapter 4. Hearing Loss. Die Hard wasn't just the movie that catapulted Bruce Willis into superstardom. It also left a lasting mark on him in a way he probably didn't expect. Always known for being a bit on the quiet side, Bruce himself hinted at the issue in a 2007 interview when asked about his most unappealing habit. He revealed a surprising truth: a permanent partial hearing loss in his left ear, thanks to an accident on the set of the film. Apparently, the commitment to realism went a bit too far. The movie's cinematographer proudly described using real explosions for many scenes, creating an undeniably intense experience, but also a dangerous one. He shot a gun off next to his ear, and it did permanent damage to his hearing. His daughter, Rumor Willis, shed more light on the situation, explaining that this hearing loss is why her dad can sometimes come across as reserved in interviews. Chapter 5. On-set injuries. While filming Tears of the Sun in 2003, another on-set accident left him facing a different kind of battle. During a scene involving pyrotechnics, an unspecified object hit Willis in the forehead. The injury was serious enough to warrant a lawsuit against the production company. The allegations cited extreme mental, physical, and emotional pain caused by the incident. Apparently, safety protocols weren't followed as strictly as they should have been, and Willis required ongoing medical attention. The details of the lawsuit remained largely confidential. This wasn't just a physical setback, it became a source of ongoing medical concerns for Bruce Willis. Chapter 6. Flop Movies. Bruce Willis wasn't always box office gold. There was a time after the Die Hard phenomenon when his career took a bit of a nosedive. The turning point? A 1991 comedy called Hudson Hawk. Critics panned it, audiences stayed away, and it became a symbol of Willis's fall from grace. Even a recent attempt to reevaluate the film couldn't quite salvage its reputation. This flop wasn't an isolated incident. A string of lackluster movies followed, pushing Willis out of the Hollywood A-list and solidifying him more as an action star than a versatile actor. Even his ex-wife, Demi Moore, took a playful jab at this during his Comedy Central roast, poking fun at his string of misses. Despite the critical and commercial duds, Willis never managed to snag a major award like an Oscar. His trophy cabinet boasts mostly Emmys for his early TV work, and a Golden Globe, also for TV. It's ironic considering his association with critically acclaimed films like Pulp Fiction, The Sixth Sense, and 12 Monkeys. Willis himself seems relatively unfazed by the lack of awards recognition. In an interview, he dismissed Oscars as whimsical and acknowledged that action heroes don't typically get golden statues. Whether it was a lack of interest or just a string of bad luck, the awards recognition never quite materialized for Bruce Willis. Chapter 7. His brother's death. In 2001, Bruce Willis faced a devastating blow with the loss of his younger brother, Robert, to pancreatic cancer. Robert was only 42 when he passed away, just 6 weeks after diagnosis. The experience left Bruce deeply shaken. This profound loss became a turning point for Bruce. It was a stark reminder to cherish life and not wait for happiness. As he said, "It's a good message to people to live it up, you know?" Grief also led Bruce to a search for answers. He reportedly sought out a medium, hoping to connect with his brother. The experience, he claimed, brought him a sense of peace and a belief in life after death. Chapter 8. Dementia. In 2022, a dark cloud fell over Bruce Willis's life and career. His family announced a heartbreaking diagnosis: aphasia, a condition impacting his cognitive abilities. This meant aphasia would make acting, a career built on clear communication, incredibly challenging. The situation took a new turn in February 2023. After further evaluation, Bruce received a more specific diagnosis: frontotemporal dementia, or FTD. While the news was undoubtedly difficult, the family expressed a sense of relief at having a clearer understanding of his condition. FTD is a brutal disease, often striking people younger than 60, and has no cure at this time. However, the Willis family has chosen to focus on raising awareness. They partnered with the Association for Frontotemporal Degeneration to shed light on this little-known illness. Bruce's story has become a rallying cry. The hashtag Every FTD Story Counts encourages others facing similar diagnosis to share their experiences. In this way, Bruce Willis, even in his time of challenge, is using his voice to help others. While his recent diagnosis may mark a new chapter, Bruce Willis's legacy lives on. He leaves behind a body of work that entertained millions, a reminder to cherish life, and a call to action to raise awareness for a devastating disease. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life of Bruce Willis. We'll leave you with one final thought. Sometimes the most heroic act isn't saving the world, but facing your own battles with courage and grace. Until next time, stay safe and remember, as Bruce said, live it up.